Hey everyone, it's John Friend with the Freund Group, and I wanted to give you a quick update on what's happening in the Porte housing market. When we compare the last 12 months ending May 2025 to the last 12 months ending May 2026, we're seeing a market that's becoming more balanced and more selective. Let's start with home values. The median sales price moved from about $360,000 last year to approximately $355,000 this year. That's a relatively small change and tells us home values have remained fairly stable overall. What's even more interesting is that the median price per square foot increased from about $162 per square foot to nearly $171 per square foot, an increase of almost 6%. That tells us buyers are still willing to pay for homes they see as a good value. Now let's talk about the statistic that many homeowners are noticing firsthand, days on market. The median days on market increased from 50 days last year to 117 days this year. And honestly, that probably feels more in line with what many people are seeing around town. Homes are taking longer to sell, but before we jump to conclusions, it's important to understand why. This doesn't mean the market is crashing. What it means is buyers have become much more selective. Today, location matters, condition matters, presentation matters, and pricing matters more than ever. A home that's updated, shows well, is located in a desirable area, and is priced appropriately can still attract strong interest and sell in a reasonable amount of time. But when a home is overpriced, needs repairs, or doesn't compare favorably to competing homes, buyers are willing to wait. That's why some homeowners may feel like homes are sitting longer than they used to, and in many cases they are. Today's buyers have more options and more information than they've had in years. They're comparing homes carefully and making more deliberate decisions. One thing the data clearly shows is that sellers who start too high are often having to reduce their price later. In fact, sellers are receiving about 91.6% of their original asking price this year compared to 95.6% last year. That tells us pricing correctly from the beginning has become extremely important. The good news is that once homes are positioned correctly, buyers are still purchasing homes and paying very close to current asking prices. For buyers, this means more opportunities. There is generally more inventory to choose from, less pressure to rush into decisions, and more room to negotiate than we've seen in several years. So what's the bottom line? The Porte market isn't crashing. It's becoming more balanced. We're seeing a market where strategy, preparation, pricing, and presentation have become more important than ever. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or simply want to know what these trends mean for your home or neighborhood, we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with another Porte market update.